When Elijah set out to pray to his God, to talk to his God, he made sure he would have no distractions. He didn't bring Ahab along so he could make fun of him and chastise him along the way. He didn't get his time and energy caught up in foolish and useless things. He went up to the top of Mount Carmel to be alone with his God, away from all the distractions and noise of life. In Matthew 6:6, Jesus commands, "But when you pray, go into your room and shut the door and pray to your Father who is in secret. And your Father who sees in secret will reward you." When no one's looking, God sees and God rewards. And Jesus, he didn't just command it, he lived it. Luke 5:16, but he, Jesus, would withdraw to desolate places and pray, right? Often when he was on such demand, crowds, hordes of people wanting to get a piece of Jesus, of course he gave himself, right, to serve them, to love them, to teach the gospel to them. But he would make sure that he didn't get caught up in all the commotion, because when he was on earth, yes, he was fully God, but he was also fully man, meaning that he fully surrendered his will to the will of the Holy Spirit. And he had the Holy Spirit fill him and lead him. And the only way he could do that was going to desolate places alone, even when there was so much ministry that could have been done, so much more, right? So many more needs that could have been met physically, spiritually, emotionally, all these things. But Jesus knew what his purpose was. And he would go into desolate places alone to pray when he was empty so that he would be once again filled by the Holy Spirit. Matthew 14:23, and after he had dismissed the crowds, he went up on the mountain by himself to pray. When evening came, he was there alone. Jesus teaches us how to pray. Elijah teaches us how to pray. Where is your Mount Carmel? If you don't have a Mount Carmel, you need a Mount Carmel. Your spiritual life depends on it. Your walk with the Lord depends on it. The fruit and outcome of your life depends on it. Your knowledge of who God really is depends on it. Your joy, your hope, your peace, your satisfaction depends on it. Your Mount Carmel, it can't be the bus ride to school. It can't be the walk around the neighborhood. It can't be the drive in your car. God deserves our full attention. He demands our first fruits. I'm not against us praying in our car. We should be praying always, as Paul reminds us. But there's no replacement for that time just solely devoted to the Lord without any distractions. No Ahabs around us. God demands our first fruits. He is not a convenient God. He is a holy God.